Stadium. It's the Akron Zips and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys?
Holly, thank you. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes Keelan Russell. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out.
And how much fun has it been watching this young man early this season as advertised? It was so special a year ago. And, David, you could really see all the work this guy has put in the offseason.
Makes the grab in their space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. They go play action with Russell. Buying time to his right. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Throwing Russell. Rolls right. He's going to run it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have the answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Hits the hole. It's Lacey. At the 35, he's open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Zips moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The Zips will line it up on 1st and 10.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
The give. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense. Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And the Zips will try to pick it up on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. It's a draw. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
At the 35, he's got room. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Russell on play action. Moving to his left. Left side is Jenkins. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The give. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Lets it fly. Out wide left, it's Edwards. And he'll hurl it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The Zips ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They give it to him again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. He's got 50 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got it down the field. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Zips go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Working the ground game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome.
There he goes! And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They go play action with Russell. That's caught. It's Edwards. Got him right there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Right at the line. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
On those third and short, sometimes, man, they can stress you as a defense, right? Like, they put more speed on the field, so I kind of match that personnel and put more speed, but
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Russell. Caught. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal.
Snags it, and he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Going to the ground. Runs through a tackle. On the stop. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Caught! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Lacey. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. 2nd and long here. Caught in the backfield. It's Mason. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
It's a running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Russell on play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game. But they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Keeps it on first down. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just plowing ahead. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw one first. Looking for a huge play. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Hoosiers trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the Zips head coach at the half. One of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Guys?
All right, Holly. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Finds his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
The Zips want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Just feeds the running back. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. And the Zips are marching down the field. Delayed handoff. It's Lacey. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Got 5 on that last one. Now, how aggressive will they be on 2nd and inches? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense not showing press coverage. The fake and wants to throw. Quick catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
The Zips trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Swamped immediately. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Keeps it on the option.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Alabama sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell. Fires quickly. Breaks into the open. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Again, it's Russell. Right side, it's Jenkins. Makes to grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Churns into the pile. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And they get another 1st down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Going to the running game. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Throwing Russell right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Second down, gonna throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quarterback changing the play. Russell from the gun on third down. Left side is Jenkins. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Russell makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Coming out with it, it's Hills. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here now.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Needs it here on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Send the tight end in motion. They go play action with Russell. Out wide right, it's Ford. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Buying a little time to his left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Alabama pushing the tempo. They want that clock to run. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Defense all over him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the delay, it's Lacey. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.